we're looking live at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The SuperStar ARCA Cup Series race number 19. And also the second to last race in the chase as well. As we're getting down to crunch time, the points starting to heat up as well, and the points championship is starting to come together. Alex Anderson currently leads by 25 points over Hunter Sr. And third is Craig Martin, who's 100 points back from Alex Anderson. Right now, the top two in the points, looking to try to duke it out here. These final few races is qualifying underway right now. Drivers setting their fastest lap times as they can. 5 minutes in total for the laps. 2 laps here tonight at the 1 mile racetrack in New Hampshire. Currently on top of the board is Skylar Jones with a 29.627. Jones, one of the other playoff drivers as well. Chase drivers, as you probably want to say. Skylar Jones goes into pit lane, and now Hunter Sr., who's currently second in the points, now on the racetrack. His first lap, it puts him in dead last at 30.89. He wants to try to get down to the 29-second lap times. So he has a competitive lap, but here coming off of turn at number 4. And to the stripe, it's going to be a 29.625. Will that put him on pole position? Yes, it will. Hunter Sr. goes top of the board here tonight at New Hampshire for now. As Alex Anderson, his main rival in the championship, currently sits in third. Donnie Kite now on the racetrack as well. As he's going through turn 1 right now. Now the backstory in the turn number 3 and 4. New Hampshire, one of the most unique racetracks on the schedule as well. First time we've ever been here for LRN. Off of turn number 4, Donnie Kite gonna set his first time lap. It's gonna be 31.0. Very far off pace. He's gonna go all the way down to dead last and 24th. Can Kite improve his lap time right there? Make it at least inside the top 15. Probably just a little bit better starting position for the heat race. Off of turn number 4, here comes Donnie Kite to the stripe. It's going to be a 29.606. That might put him on pole position, and yes, it will. Donnie Kite to the top of the board by 3 thousandths of a second over Hunter Sr. And Donnie Kite. And right now, no one else on the racetrack. So unofficially, Donnie Kite will be on pole position. He'll win the Rogue Energy pole award as well. But it's not official yet, obviously. But no one else on the racetrack except Christian Schweger as he's crossed the line. He's already did all his lap times. As we'll let the clock wind down before we make it official here. Has 3 seconds left on the clock. Now ticks down to 0. So Donnie Kite clinches the pole position here tonight. He'll win the Rogue Energy pole award as well. And he'll win Firecracker 151 pole position. Are you ready to take your sim racing to the next level? Rogue Energy is the ultimate gaming energy drink loaded with vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Get laser-like focus, intense increased motivation, and longer endurance to excel on the track. Whether you're battling for the lead or perfecting your lap times, Rogue Energy gives you the edge you need. Use code REF, that's code REF at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Don't just play, dominate with Rogue Energy. Alright, these drivers now lined up here for the grid. We'll take a quick look. Our time line for the Heat 1 and the only heat for tonight. The Firecracker 151. The Skylar Jones on the front row alongside Alex Anderson in second. And third will be Nathan Johnson, Ryan Housen in fourth. Dustin Coggan fifth. Daniel Molnix in sixth. Ruben Rhoda seventh. Isaiah Walchus eighth. Nate Bogus ninth. Michael James in 10th. Connor Zabozzi in 11th. Jared Skinner 12th. Christopher Bush 13th. Tate Lapretta 14th. Brian Marshall 15th. Timothy Presley 16th. Bill Lamp 17th. Craig Martin 18th. Tangle Basketball 19th. Christian Swagger 20th. Albert Lopez 21st. Zachary Tyler 22nd. Timo Law 23rd and Michael Malm 24th. Timo Law having a terrible qualifying right there, all the way down and pretty much dead last for the most part. Felt to fight his way through the field if he wants to do anything here. New Hampshire, very tough racetrack to pass at. One of the few ovals that we have not gone to. We've broadcasted a road course race here in New Hampshire, but we have never broadcasted an oval race here at the 1 mile racetrack. So it's a very first time for everything here at Loudon in New Hampshire. These drivers about to do battle here. There are 15 total laps here in the heats, and this will set the main event lineup order as green flag in the air. We're underway for the first heat of the night. Just through the gears these guys go. There's one driver way going in the back. That's Zachary Tyler, second to last row. Very slideways there, shifting through the gears, but through turn 1 they go. Skylar Jones still leads, but Alex Anderson. Jones is outside as they're side by side for the race lead for now. We'll see which lane is the most dominant lane. I think the top lane, middle lane will be a little bit better than the bottom. A lot of these drivers get a bit loose off of turn 4, but 1 lap completes, and Alex Anderson now clears for the race lead in heat number 1. As they're 3 abreast here in the mid-pack, Ruben Rodas in the middle there. In the one looks up top, he clears and he goes single file. One driver in the back spinning. That's, I believe, Christopher Bush maybe in the 29 machine. And yes, it is. He's around off of turn number 2. But no cautions in here, race obviously. But it's more trouble there. Timothy Presley sideways there through turn 3 and 4. And also drivers avoid. There's one driver around. That's Isaiah Walters and Ruben Rodas making contact there off of turn number 4. As Ruben Rodas in the outside wall. And then one driver trying to avoid. It's Nate Bogus trying to avoid. He and Isaiah Walters. Those two drivers tangling together. All chase drivers, I believe. As we'll see what happened there. It's Christopher Bush, I think, just got loose right in front of, not sure who that was exactly. There's Jared Skinner there. Looking at the replays here. Christopher Bush just getting loose there and just got on the right front of Jared Skinner. And then through turn 3 and 4, Timothy Presley was very sideways there. Got loose on his own and he did save it. So we obviously only driver spinning out so far has been Christopher Bush. Everyone else kept it going, kept up the speed overall. Right now, mostly single file throughout the field, but single off up the 12th place already, up 11 spots. There's a little contact there, and Isaiah Walters banging doors down the front straightaway here at New Hampshire. As Isaiah Walters the outside, Hoff sends it on the inside, and he's gonna slide job right in front of that 60 machine, and he will clear. Isaiah Walters has one driver way loose. That's Zachary Tyler on the inside there. He gathers his backs up. He keeps it going. Nate Bogus, Michael James side by side. Bogus in the outside wall once more. Out here for 6th place, Connors Rosen currently has his fastest lap of the race. Daniel Mullenix now fighting on the outside, trying to stay in front. As that fast lap of the race will be pretty important, I believe, in the main events, as I believe these guys do get points for fastest lap. I can check real quick. Excuse me, they do not, so it's still kind of this important thing to note and see, as everyone in front of Daniel Mullenix kind of stacking up the top 5, just kind of nose to tail. Alex Anderson just leading this pack right now as we're coming to the halfway point in this one, as into turn number 3 here at New Hampshire. It's Nate Bogus now under attack from Michael James for our 8th place spot. As to the stripe they go, James stays behind Nate Bogus for now. But back out in front, it's Alex Anderson, Skylar Jones, and Nathan Johnson nose to tail through turn 1. As through turn 1 and 2 they go once more. Still side by side now for the race. Here comes Skylar Jones to the inside. Anderson with a good exit out for turn 2. Anderson stays ahead for now, entering turn number 3. But Jones seems a little bit quicker on this, a little bit of a longer run. As now Jones at the bottom of the racetrack. They're trying to get around Anderson here with 10 laps into this one, and the tires are starting to wear out. Now 4/10 off of their fast lap times. As still side by side for the race lead. Anderson with a good run. Some contact with Max Simohoff into the top 10 now. As Anderson way out of the groove up the racetrack. Jones gonna clear maybe off for turn 2. Not quite. Anderson stays to the outside as there's still dead heat down into turn number 3. But here comes Nathan Johnson as well. He has joined the picture big time here. Which lane will he pick? Will he go with Anderson? Will he go with Skylar Jones on the bottom? As they're still door to door coming to the stripe. Anderson barely ahead of Jones. Can he send it to the inside? Maybe block Jones? Not quite. Jones still has a nose in there. Jones with a big send up the racetrack. They both go. They will get the bear eggs off for turn 2. No one's clear quite yet. And now battle for third behind. Ryan Houtzen. He has got to the inside of Nathan Johnson. They're side by side here for that 3rd place spot. As now it's Jones in the apron trying to turn that race car. Didn't work out too well. Jones got a bit loose off of turn 4. And now Anderson clears back up front for the race lead here on lap 13. 3 laps to go here in New Hampshire. Jones really sent it through turn 1. Now Nathan Johnson, a little bit of contact there off of turn 2. Johnson backs out of it. Jones gathers the back up. But here comes Housen to the inside. As we can see a big send here from that 98 machine. Not quite. They're still alongside each other. So here comes Dustin Coggins to the inside as well as Connors Rosen. Side by side there for our 4th place spot, or 5th place spot, excuse me. So Rosen now to the outside. Can he get to the outside? Ryan Houston here off for turn number 2. This is a possibility. Houston gets loose. Here comes Connor Zabosian. He shuts the door on Zabosian. But now here comes Dustin Coggin and Daniel Mullenix as well. 2 by 2 entering turn number 3. We're coming to white flag this time by as well. 1 more mile to go here. Coming to the stripe. That's 1 lap to go here at New Hampshire for heat number 1. Houston now clears for 4th. Now Zabosian. Can he move himself in the top 5 spot and get by Dustin Coggin? But out in front still is Alex Anderson. Now Skylar Jones side by side with Nathan Johnson. Some more contact. Jones loose. Jones spinning right in front of Nathan Johnson. Nathan Johnson turns Skylar Jones there down the front back straightaway. Jones has to get it back up to speed. Not lose too many spots. Jones now down to 14th, 15th place now. Bob for turn number 4. Alex Anderson will win heat number 1. For the big storyline there, Nathan Johnson. A little more contact in the back of Michael James and Ruben Rodas. But Skylar Jones all the way down in the 17th place there. Late race contact between Jones and Johnson. That's unfortunate for those two drivers, as both of them kind of lost a lot of spots there. Jones just got tied off the turn number 2, and around goes. Excuse me, Johnson's got tied off the turn number 2, and hooks Skylar Jones there. So that's going to end an exciting heat right there. And is now in the warm-up here for a moment. Let's take a little quick breather before the main event. So let's take a quick look at our final results for here for heat number 1. As what an exciting race that was, only 15 laps. Alex Anderson hangs on to the race win. Ryan Houtzen in second, Connors Belgian in third. Justin Coggan fourth, Daniel Mullins fifth, Stephen Hoff sixth, Nathan Johnson seventh, Michael James eighth, Bruno Lewis ninth, Craig Martin in 10th. Isaiah Walters 11th, Jared Skinner 12th, Christian Swagger 13th, Nate Bogus 14th, Brian Marshall 15th, Dylan Lamp 16th, Skylar Jones 17th, Tate LaPretta 18th, Emily Percy 19th, Albert Lopez rounding up the top 20. 21st, Michael Malm, Tim McBasketball is 22nd. 23rd is Zachary Tyler, and 24th is Christopher Bush. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here for the Firecracker 151 here at New Hampshire.
Alive, the leaders, Johnson and Holt. Holt will stop the top of the line across the line. It's going to be Holt by 0.006 of a second. We are underway. SuperStar Cup here at Phoenix for 200 laps. Sixth machine around off turn 2. Huge wreck there. Samosian drives it in on the new tires off of turn 4. Connor Samosian, the new tire fall, the 4-tire fall, 1 tire across the line. Connor Samosian steals away their chances.
As we're live here at New Hampshire, quickly go through your starting lineup as quick as we can. As Kite will be on pole position, Hunter Sr. in second, Alex Anderson third, Ryan House in fourth, and Connor Rosie will be in fifth, and the rest of your grid will flash through the screen. The top 10 will, as Pace Truck is off. About to go green here, as green, Johnny Kite leads us to the stripe, and it's going to be 151 laps here for the Firecracker 151, as through turn 1 and 2 they go. 26 car field here in total. Johnny Kite still side by side with Hunter Sr. off of turn number 2, as side by side down into turn number 3. 2 rows deep, and here comes Dustin Coghlan with the big send on Connor Zbosian as well for fifth, excuse me. There's one car on the outside wall, but Johnny Kite almost clear Hunter Sr. as they come to the stripe. It'll be green for lap 1 as the field is spraying out pretty wide here through the front straightaway. As caution flag flies, there's one driver around. Not sure who it is. Might be Zachary Tyler. As the inside goes. Now he's just out of tonight's race. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, contacted Christian Swagger actually around there. We'll see what happens to that. Just got loose, it looks like. And self-spun himself around. And around he goes. So this will be the first caution of the night here. 38 machine spinning himself around. But it's going to be a big track position race, it seems like, here tonight, just based off the vibes I've been getting in the race and also just the heat race. It wasn't the easiest place to go to the back, to the front, in the middle of the front at all. Drivers might be already saving some fuel, possibly. I might have heard Johnny Kite's engine turn off. See the pace car lights turn off this time by. Not sure how important tire wear will be tonight, or fuel for that matter. I just don't know if we're gonna get a long green flag run. As pace car lights are out right now, so it would be going green this time by. As here we go to the restart zone, and green flag back out. Johnny Kite choosing the top side as one driver come off pit lane. Zachary Tyler, I think he might have disconnected from the session there, may have throughput, may have had internet issues as well. But he's back on the racetrack, coming off the pit lane right now. But Johnny Kite with a big jump over the rest of the field. That's side by side for second. That's Hunter Sr. and Dustin Coghlan side by side for our second place spot. It's Dustin Coghlan hang on the outside of Hunter Sr. Through 3 and 4 they go. Senior doing a good job on the inside, but I think Coggin's got the momentum, and yes, he will. He'll clear for second. Dustin Coggin up for second place now. And here comes Alex Anderson, the championship rival between him and Hunter Senior. Their side-by-side fast lap time just set by Ryan Houston there at 30.7. But Kite still leads now. Anderson clears, and he's up to third as Hunter Senior stuck on the bottom line. Not able to get to the top side, which just seems like it's a lot quicker right now. And Hunter Senior falling back quickly here on that restart. As here comes Dustin Goggin now side by side with the race leader, Donnie Kite out in front. Getting a little bit of draft there from Alex Anderson from behind, but Coggin goes send it to the inside. Gonna wash up the racetrack just a little bit. Off of turn 4, who's gonna get at the stripe? It looks like it's gonna be a dragger. I think Donnie Kite barely gets there right there at the line. But here comes Anderson as well. He might be looking for this race lead early on in this one. That's the inside he goes once more. It is such a hard place to pass. A little bit of rubbing racing right there. A little bit of contact between those two drivers. He's up the racetrack. There you go. I think Donnie Kite might have the momentum here off of turn 2, and he might be able to clear Alex Anderson. Excuse me, Dustin Coggin. Not quite. He does have some momentum. He might be able to, if you wanted to, you can maybe block. That's big. Say here comes Darren Bullock to the inside. Through 3. They might be 3 wide off for turn number 4. But Coggin's still alongside Donnie Kite. A little contact there for third. Monarchs with a huge stint to the inside in turn 3. A little bit more contact. Monarchs got the racetrack. And the ARCA Championship points here. See him hop around. Also in the back through the grass he goes. He's sideways, but we stay green. Seymour Hoff once again all the way in the back. He was in the back in the heat race. Now he's in the back here for the main event here early on. As Coggin's still trying to get the inside. Looks like Molnix just overdrove the corner big time. Looks like a quick replay of that one. So Molnix just really overdrove the corner there. Really just sent Alex Anderson to the right rear quarter panel. Just overdrove it big time as Seymour Hoff had nowhere really to go there. But back out front, Donnie Kite and Dustin Coggin still duking it out for the race lead. As he does fill most of single file. They're kind of just trying to get into a groove right now and knock out these laps. As New Hampshire, a very rhythm racetrack as Dustin Coggin takes the race lead from Donnie Kite, and he'll lead lap 13, but Kite not backing out of it. To the inside he goes. He'll be side by side maybe for the race lead. Coggin pinching him out big time, but Dustin Coggin clear off of turn number 2. In his last race, he has one race in this season. It was at Iowa in the chase, and Ryan Houston now clears for second. As Donnie Kite now in third. He slots in line now as a little bit of calmer racing right now. The drivers kind of got a few laps on their belts. The tires are finally warmed up, and they're about to kind of just take it easy, I guess you could say. As here comes Ryan Houston to the inside. Coggen got a bit loose off of turn 4. Houston's going to take a big advantage on it. And to the inside he goes, side by side for the race lead, out in front for the second time tonight. As Coggen using the outside line to his advantage to get that momentum off of turn 2. He is cleared barely, but Will Houston to the inside. He kind of will. He backs out of it, but caution flies. As I believe Michael Mall may have been slowed down off of turn 2. Looks like it was a 72 machine around. Just lost on his own off of turn 2. Just a bit loose and whips the front ends. Doesn't look like he's too badly damaged. Well, they'll bring out the second caution here tonight on lap 16. So we'll see if pit stops happen here. I think it's a little too early to maybe bring it down pit lane. We'll see what happens. Looks like they will be pitting. Donnie Kite stays out. Arms Bosey, Hunter Sr., Jared Skinner, Skylar Jones, and a few others stay out. So it's kind of a split 50-50 for the most part. Alex Anderson coming down pit lane. Of note, championship leader right now. Let's call the first one out. Looks like everyone does take 4 tires there. As Dustin Gunn will be 17th coming to the stripe. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here from New Hampshire. Back live here at New Hampshire. Pace truck is off. Ryan Housen will lead us to the green, and green flag is out here on lap 19. Housen with a great restart there. Donnie Kite now side by side with Hunter Sr. entering turn number 1 and 2. Hatfield pretty much staying out. Hatfield coming out pit lane. Senior on the outside of Kite. He's going to clear for second. Here comes the Bosian and Jones as well on the top side as they're duking out here in the mid-pack. Tim Hoff saying out he's going to use the apron to help him turn. See that in real life sometimes. See how effective it is here in iRacing. Off of turn number 4, Ryan Housen with a big gap of the rest of the field right now as they enter turn number 1. As the mid-pack really dicing up here. New tires, old tires all mixed together. Tim Hoff puts Nate Bogus in the outside wall. Off of turn number 2, Bogus doesn't look too badly damaged, but still, you can kind of see that right front a little crinkled up and the front end as well. That could affect his aero. And here in New Hampshire, aero is somewhat important, not super important, but definitely can affect you maybe on these little higher speed racetracks like New Hampshire's. Ryan Housen, I believe, just set the fast lap of the race, and yes, he did out in front. That 98 machine trying to pull away from the rest of the field, and he's doing a great job so far of it. Now the field mostly single filing out here for the most part as they're through turn 3 and 4 now. Race the front 3, so 3 wide. It's Alex Anderson, Samuel Hoff, and Timothy Presley 3 abreast off of turn 4. It's gonna be a little bit tight. Presley sneaks ahead now. Now here comes Hoff to the inside as well. As they're now side by side as Hoff sent to the bottom racetrack. He's gonna clear. Here comes Anderson and Isaiah Waters as well. Nate Bogus gonna join the party as well. As Anderson and Hoff gets by, and Waters get by as well. They're still side by side ahead, Simhoff and it's Alex Anderson there, opponents here currently. So now Brian Howson, big gap over the rest of the field right now. Entering turn number 3 at the moment. Side by side for second, that's Hunter Sr. and Connor Zabosian. Second and third, Zabosian on the inside currently. As now Donnie Kite behind Skylar Jones there, kind of get alongside that 47 machine. Kite not quite there on the left rear. As Simhoff, Craig Martin duking out here for 11th place as well in the mid-pack. As Alex Anderson, Dustin Coggan, Pedro, tires lots of time. Coggan loose, gets in the Anderson off for turn 2. Anderson way down the racetrack. Coggan very slow off for turn 2. He's gonna might lose his position to Hoff and might lose his position to Isaiah Walters as well. But we go back up into the top 5 spot. How's Bosian? Hunter Sr. now pulling away from Skylar Jones and Donnie Kite. Hayden Johnson out to the inside of Jared Skinner as well. Skinner loose off for turn 2. He keeps it straight for now. Still out in front for now is Ryan Howson. Simhoff on the apron there trying to get around this big group of cars. 6 drivers under a blanket right now to be determined who can get out in front. Alex Anderson is trying to get in front of Jared Skinner, excuse me, on those newer tires, still trying to work his way up through the field. He's not really able to right now. Still kind of stuck alongside Jared Skinner. As the inside goes off now, big sin on Jared Skinner. This is for 8. And so here comes Michael James to the outside. Here comes Dustin Coggan as well. Coggan also has fresh tires as well, trying to work his way back up to the field after pitting on those older tires. As caution flies, and caution here, Timothy Presley and Tate LaPreda around on the front straightaway in the middle. I'm on the interior turn 1 as well. So happens here, the ribbon roast to the inside, and looks like Presley may misjudge it. Oh, Presley went flying, flipping through the air on his roof for a second, sideways. As luckily he lands on all wheels, but his spoiler gone, so he's got definitely probably have a pit for repair. Actually, he's not have a pit for repairs. He has no rear spoiler for that 41 machine. As he will definitely have to bring it down pit lane. As it looks like pretty much everyone got bring it down pit lane right now. Only Ruben Rhodes staying out, looks like. As he will be the first one off pit lane. Looks like Isaiah Waltrus maybe in fuel only for that 60 machine. Ryan Housen leads the drivers and everyone else takes forward behind him. So Isaiah Waltrus is the only driver not to take tires there other than Ruben Rhodes, who's electing to stay out here under this caution. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back here from New Hampshire. As into the Echo Park Caruso zone we go, and green flag is back out. Ruben Rhodes with a great initial launch there, down into turn number one. As two drivers electing to take no tires, as they watch us taking fuel only in that 60 machine. This plans out for him. He's kind of stuck on the inside. A slow way on the round here. Check as Alex Anderson loose off the exit there, turn two, but he keeps it straight for now. As Connors Rosen gets by quickly, as Alex Anderson does clear as well. But here comes Jared Skinner and the rest of the field as well. And Ryan Housen take advantage of this one. Looks like he's going to the outside right now. And yes, he will. So way up the racetrack goes Isaiah Waltrus. As again, the marble is even there, but he's got a huge run off of turn number 4, and he's going to be alongside Ryan Housen. He's going to clear down into turn 1. Housen just had a bad, I guess, 3 and 4 there. As here comes Johnny K as well. It's Connors Rosen just at the fast lap of the race on lap 39. And he's looking the inside of Ruben Rhodes, who stayed out on those lower tires. Rhodes in the outside wall, and side by side of the race lead is Rosen. He's going to take it down into turn 3. As the inside book it, he's clear. Out in front, Connors Rosie in that 45 machine. He'll try to pull away from Alex Anderson, who's in third right now. As side by side for second, Anderson and Rubus. As Ruben Rhodes side by, as he got past there for Alex Anderson. As top 5 single file out, as Donnie Kite and Isaiah Waltrus side by sides. Waltrus, remember, he had those older tires taking fuel only in that last pit stop. As here comes Sam Hobbs on the inside of, looks like Nathan Johnson. He beats his nose there, but he slides back out of it there. As now side by side, ball just hard, might have clipped the outside wall there off of turn number 2. As he's side by side with Hunter Senior right now. That's 3 wide looking at Hobbs. Oh, one on the outside wall. That's Michael James around, I believe. As he's spun in the middle of the racetrack. That's going to bring up our 4th caution of the night, it looks like. You're on lap 42. So we'll see what happens to that 23 machine. So it looks like he just got loose off of turn 2, possibly. Around he goes. Now just got loose off of turn 2. And hard hitting inside wall. His night most likely going to be over as well. Severe front end damage for that 23 machine. He's able to continue to go, but I think he has a broken left front possibly. Or something. But we'll see who comes out pit lane here. Be interesting call to see if these drivers elect to come down pit lane, or if any of them do. I mean, I would assume they wouldn't. Most of them already came down pit lane, other than a few others. As I expect Ruben Rose to come out pit lane, maybe Azzel Walters as well. It looks like those are the two only drivers that are electing to pit. All these drivers doing their pit stop. A few more pit stops. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here on the Legends Racing Network. As we're back leading here at New Hampshire. Cars goes on a great restart there. But on the inside lane, Alex Anderson, terrible start there. Goes all the way down to 5th place. That's going to stack up the inside line. Bozin clears easily. Reinhouse in 2nd. Hunter Senior in 3rd. As down in the turn number 3 they go. Not even 1/3 through the race so far. Already has 4 cautions so far here tonight. Here comes Reinhouse into the race lead. Side by side with Zabozin the outside wall there. Off of turn number 4. As the outside goes Reinhouse and As side by side for the race lead as well. As the inside, Ryan Houston goes, can he clear? Yes, he will. As the Bojan very loose off of turn 2. As also Nathan Johnson loose off of turn 2 on the outside of Alex Anderson as well. There's one car Spain. One car on the outside wall as well. It's going to bring out the 5th caution of the night. That's Albert Lopez in a big jump there. As one car, I believe, may have been flipped over Christian Schweger. Ruben Rose involved. Big wreck here in the midfield. As what happened here? Looks like Christian Schweger's got... Albert Lopez just got rear-ended by Christian Schweger. Everyone trying to avoid Ruben Rose side. Let's rip the wall and take out as much people as we can as he destroys Christian Schweger as well. As Ruben Rose, I think he was in the outside wall before he even hit Schweger there. As Ruben, he actually clipped the rear end of Michael James, but like normal ARCA fashion, you gotta get in the wreck at the end. And a lot of drivers going to be very damaged from that one. Big collision there. As Simhoff down pit lane. And Dustin Cogg and Taylor Peretta also down pit lane as well. So not double front runners off down pit lane. Interesting strategy call here. We're 1/3 of the way through. And then we'll have a 5th caution of the night here on lap 49. Right now Ryan Houston leads. Over at Connors Bosian. And in the meantime, we have our live position standings right now. Some of these drivers not showing the number, but anyways, you can see the text and who's leading. These are live positions. Bonus points are not included right now, but we can still work on that in the moment. But for the most part, these are pretty much accurate, give or take maybe one, 2, or 3 bonus points here and there, where most topside lead the lap and whatnot. But right now, Alex Anderson currently a points leader. Hunter Sr. 15 points back. Craig Martin 105 points back. I've got the pacing right now, so you're not exactly sure, but these are live standings right now of the championship. The top 10 right now, as that shows how close these drivers are. As Anderson in 6th, Senior in 4th, so 15 points separating them right now. We'll see what the chase looks like in a moment. But those are the top 10. We also have the top 12. Kyle Linsky not in tonight's race. That's why 12th place is blank. But anyways, about to go back green here at New Hampshire. And green flag is that Ryan Houston on the loud pedal. Great restart for him. Side by side, Carnes Rosen and Nathan Johnson. And side by side for second still. As Nathan Johnson the outside wall off for turn number 2, but he clears the Bozian down into turn 3. Single file for the top 3 drivers as Hunter Sr. and Alex Anderson side by side for 5th. Senior on the outside, Anderson on the inside. You see right there how this flips the championship. Senior now 20 points back. With Anderson ahead, he's 30 points back. As Hunter Sr. hard the outside wall. That's going to allow Jared's going to get by as well. As side by side, as Jared's going to does clear. As now Hunter Sr. falling back from Alex Anderson. You can see those points slowly but surely going up and up and up. Is now Donnie Kite side by side with Hunter Sr. off for turn number 2. Back out front, Ryan Hudson leads over Nathan Johnson. Skylar Jones way up the racetrack for that 47 machine. As the inside goes, Samuel Hoff speaks in on Nate Bogus. Side by side off of turn number 4. These drivers, I think, have calmed down just a little bit, not making too many aggressive moves as of earlier. They're going to come off of turn number 4. As Anderson side by side with Nathan Johnson there for third, as most of the field single filing out. So Nathan Johnson a bit loose, it's got Anderson to easily clear and move up another spot, and that's some more points for Alex Anderson for the championship. As caution is out here, the 6th time tonight, and looks like it is Skylar Jones around there through 3 and 4. Heavy damage for that 47 machine in the front ends. Take a quick look what happened there. Daniel Molex and Skylar Jones making contact on the entry to turn number 3, it looks like. Actually, no, it was Nate Bogus and Skylar Jones. Jones, I think, didn't realize Bogus was going to check up that early, or hit the brakes that early, and bam, right into the back of Nate Bogus. Daniel Molex really had nowhere to go there. Lazoo Taylor Preda got some front end damage as well. Wanted to join the party a little late, I guess. And down pit lane for that 52 machine. It's the 5th caution of the night here. On lap 58. Is now Hunter Sr., I believe, coming down pit lane. Yes, he is. So down pit lane for that 42 machine. Some drivers seen out. So a lot of different pit strategies I'm seeing here tonight here at New Hampshire. Very interesting to see how this plays out at the end. Hunter will come out in at 13th right now. So the points gained right there on your right side of your screen. So Anderson gained 190 points. Hunter only gained 140. So that's a 50-point difference in going into tonight as well. And some chase standings right there as well. Connor's division goes up 1 position. Donnie Kite goes up 1 position over Zeta Walters as well. So a couple of movement there in the points. We're about to go back green here, coming to lap 62. As green flag back in the air. Ryan House with a great restart there. As they now enter turn number 1. Side by side for second. It's Nathan Johnson and Connor Zabosian. In that second row there. As Alex Anderson not too far behind as well. He gets a bit loose off of turn number 2. Here comes Samuel off to the inside. So he'll clear Anderson for now, but Anderson on the top side. Got to peek his nose to the outside line. Still side by side with Alex Anderson here for that 4th place spot. There's a bit of contact there off of turn 4. The outside lane just seems so strong, especially on even tires. Anderson clears there. Greg Martin out to the outside of Samuel Hoff as well. As Anderson still trying to fully get clear of Hoff. He was for a moment, but Hoff gets a bit loose. So is Anderson, but they single file back out as the sun's starting to shine back here in Loudon, New Hampshire. As here comes Nate Bygrass to the inside, Michael Malm. He will clear for 7th, it looks like, and not quite. Malm had a really good restart, not restart, but exit off of turn 4. As they're now side by side here. As Bygrass gonna slide her up through turn 1. And he will clear Michael Malm there for easily off of turn 2. As Jared Scarron to the inside now as well, as he'll clear Malm for 8th. There's a single file out for the most part here. As we're coming up to the halfway point on lap 75 in a few moments. Out front, Ryan Housen looking to finish inside the best of the rest. That 13th place spot, looking for his first win of the season as well. Was close last week at Homestead. I believe got podium at Pocono, I believe. Posted the win there as well. So he's had his opportunities. We'll see what he can do here at New Hampshire. And right now he's doing a great job leading the field on lap 68. And most likely at least to halfway as well. Michael Malm very loose there off of turn number 2. He's going to lose a spot to hit the most as caution flies. Right in the back, Zachary Tyler hard hitting the inside wall for a toy machine. As Skylar Jones is well involved. Take a replay of that, what happened there. Looks like Christopher Bush, Skylar Jones. Looks like Zachary Tyler's caught up in that one there. Nowhere for him to go. Looks like maybe a little bit of neck code. There's Jones as Bush was kind of get squeezed to the outside wall. Checked up big time. Jones had to check up as well. That kind of caused Tyler to fall on the line there and hit the inside wall pretty hard. We'll bring out our 6th caution of the night. As what will be the pit stop strategy here for these front runners. As we're probably go green around halfway here. As it looks like most of them coming down pit lane. Once off the pit lane they go. And Simoloff does elect to stay out there. Same with Nate Bogus, Joe Scaron, Donnie Kite, and Daniel Molnix. And Hunter Senior, the top 6 staying out. We'll take a step aside for a quick moment. We'll be right back here at New Hampshire. As off of turn 4 we come. Here comes Simoloff, Galissa, green, and green. Simoloff with a great restart once again. This leader, the control car, always getting a good launch here at New Hampshire so far. As Donnie Kite will saw himself in the second now. As Hunter Senior has now taken the championship lead over Alex Anderson. Now they're tied. It's swapping here for the championship halfway through this one. And Simoloff, don't look out, but he's only 91 points back from those two drivers behind. If they get an incident possibly, that could spell big trouble for those two drivers. Currently Anderson in 7th, Senior in 3rd. As Alex Anderson and Daniel Molnix side by side. Now Anderson to the inside, Jared Skinner here through turn 1. Up the racetrack, both of them go. As we are officially pretty much the halfway point on this one. There's a little bit of contact there. Ryan Housen, I believe Daniel Molnix there, 7th place spot. As Nate Bogus contact with Alex Anderson. Anderson loose off of turn 4. Anderson keeps it straight for now, but side by side with Jared Skinner down into turn number 1. As we are officially at the halfway point here, the Firecracker 151 at New Hampshire for race number 19, the penultimate race of the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series. And we're coming down to the final few laps here of the season. All come down to this. Anderson now at the 4th and Hunter Senior in 3rd. 20 points separate those two drivers. And we're at 1.5 races left in the season. Every pass, every move, every decision is going to matter here these next few laps. Anderson has the tire advantage right now, but Hunter Senior has the track advantage. As the inside goes, Anderson. As side by side off of turn number 4. A little bit of contact between the championship front runners. But Anderson with the fresher tires, he's going to send it along the racetrack and he will clear for that 3rd place spot. Hunter Senior falls down the 4th. And side by side, Craig Martin and Nathan Johnson here for a 10th place spot. One car spinning. That's Michael Malm there, saving it off of turn 2. Second time I've seen him do that tonight. We're back out front now. Alex on the inside of Donnie Kite for second. A side by side dead heat down to the stripe. Looks like Kite got at the line. Too close to call for that one. As the door each other up the racetrack, they both go. Kite not giving it up easily. Anderson got to fight for every spot he wants. There's a hard heat outside wall for Ryan Houston there, a 4th place spot. But back up to second. Alex Anderson to the inside of Kite. He's going to send up the racetrack. They both go. Kite hanging on to the outside, but it's not going to be enough, maybe. Not quite, as Anderson going to stay ahead for now. As now the sun starts to shine here once again. Here out loud, and track team's going to start rising up. As Anderson moves himself up the second, he's a bit wobbly off of turn 2, but he keeps it straight, keeps the loud pedal down on the floor, and he stays in that 2nd place spot. But Samolov still continues to lead out in front here, working a lap 83, coming to 84. Down to the stripe now. See a bunch of different packs of cars, just single filing out, as that's Isaiah Walsh just side by side of Michael Malm there. That's right, 12th place spot. As Isaiah Walsh just will clear Michael Malm there. And side by side there for the third, Ryan Hudson and Donnie Kite. Kite right now fighting for that 3rd place spot in the championship between him and Samuel Hoff. Losing that spot not going to be very good for Donnie Kite. As Samuel Hoff continues to lead, but Alex Anderson chasing that driver down. Anderson has had one of the best chase runs I've seen. We've seen SuperStar ARCA, obviously the only chase we've seen, but still, just overall, an amazing turnaround for that 67 machine. As soon as we hit the chase/playoffs, he has turned into a different animal these past few races. With finishes of second in the first race there at Charlotte, first at Sonoma, 8th at Iowa, and then first at Homestead. All top 10 finishes. As soon as we hit the month of July, Alex Anderson has been on a heater, just like the heat wave in July. But to the inside goes Alex Anderson. A little bit of contact, dooring up the racetrack. They go for the race lead. Side by side, off of turn 4. And here comes Ryan Houston as well. He's been really quick on New Hampshire tonight. And he's going to join the picture here in a moment. As still, door to door, up the racetrack they go. Off, defending his position as much as he can. Anderson on those fresher tires, but he's gonna be loose. Hard on the outside wall. Here comes Ryan Houston. He's gonna take it 3 wide, maybe to turn 3. He's gonna back out of it for now. As Anderson still alongside Hoff, he's gonna clear, enter in turn 3. But here comes Ryan Houston to the inside for a 2nd place spot. As side by side at the line they go. Hoff still has the nose ahead. He's cleared down to turn 1, but Houston's gonna send to the inside. Sabozzi up top. And here comes Donnie Kite to the inside as well. As these drivers don't want to be side by side for too long. Let's go out. Alex Anderson to pull away big time. But here comes John Connors Bosian. A little bit more contact here. Ryan Houston kind of leaning on the same off right there. Almost some contact there as well to the interior turn 1. Houston might be a little bit frustrated with Hoff right now. He knows he's a little bit quicker than that 00 machine. As Hoff in the outside wall again. Allison loose. As almost going to be 4 wide. Down into turn 3. A little bit more contact on the entry to turn 3. Sebastian made contact there with Ryan Housen. Kind of came together there. I think Housen went up the racetrack a little bit more, but he's got to clear Simov. Not quite off of turn 3. Off turn 4, excuse me. As they're still side by side here for that second place spot. As Ryan Housen finally clears for that second place spot. As here comes Connor Sebastian here for that third place spot as well on Samuel Hoff. The single file back out for the most part here. Hoff stays in third. Sebastian fourth. Kite in fifth. But here comes Sebastian to the inside. He's also on those fresher tires as well. As the inside of Hoff he goes. He's got clear easily off of turn number 4. As right now, Alex Anderson currently leads our pack of 6. Anderson, you're kind of the caboose of this pack. We have a second pack here being led by Daniel Molnix. And the rest of the field kind of spread out a little bit. In the meantime, here we do Lauren crank it up here from New Hampshire. As we're back live here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. As easily probably the longest run of the night. We've been green for around 28 laps or so, 26, 27 laps so far. 83% of you guys don't think we'll see a green flag pit stop. We'll see. Because right now we're working coming to lap 100 out of 151. We've had 6 cautions so far tonight as well. Championship update right here on the right side of your screen. Hunter Sr. 45 points back from Alex Anderson. He was able to get around Donnie Kite under that crank it up there. So it's another 5 points there for Hunter Sr. So 45 points is a gap, give or take. Obviously, we don't know exactly the bonus points. You lead a lap with the most laps. Most positions gained is also a bonus point as well. And also, if you finish the race with a 0x, that is 3 bonus points as well. So not sure exactly what the instant point limit those drivers are at the moment. But obviously, it's kind of a rough estimate right now. 45 is the gap. We'll see how that plays out. As the top 3 kind of pulling away, the top 3 are the drivers who have pitted. Everyone else on this front pack stay out on that last caution. They were about 10 lap older tires. But here comes Ryan Howson going to the inside, but Connors Mosen now takes advantage of now to the outside. As Mosen not able to clear quite yet. As when will we see pit stops here? I'm not sure how long these fuel tanks can go. As here comes Ryan Howson, as soon as I said that, comes down pit lane. Interesting strategy go here on lap 105. The 46 laps to go. So Ryan Howson brings it out pit lane, first driver down pit lane. So he's gonna kind of stretch it at the end right now. As Christopher Busch also down pit lane as well. So we'll start to show those pit stops here in a moment. So we'll focus on, take this off the screen for now. And you can see on the right side of your screen, we'll see who comes on pit lane and wins. The boat's a bit loose off of turn 2 there. As we're counting down the laps of some of these drivers coming down pit lane. Because most of these drivers, I believe, pitted that last caution. There was only, I think, around 6 drivers that stayed out. So we'll see what happens here. So here comes the Bogan down pit lane. Same with Hunter Sr. So second and third coming down pit lane. As there goes Hunter Sr. and off at pit lane. with the cars in as well. So there's a way out in front there. Zane Johnson uppeeling as well. Alex Anderson, will he come in this time by? Looks like he's going to stay out another lap. Him off right there as well behind. He did pits a few laps ago. Look, he currently is on the lucky dog position. Daniel Mullick's down pit lane. There's Jared Skinner now down pit lane as well. So pit stops, green flag pit stops are happening tonight for the majority of the field. As we'll always see maybe someone take 2 tires. As Anderson staying out for a long time. Interesting strategy call. Usually you want to pit around the same time as your competitors, or roughly a lap before, a lap after. But he's staying out for a long time, so he's liking his chances right now. Maybe getting a caution here, maybe putting these drivers a lap down. That could be definitely something else that Anderson's looking at. As Hoff got around, but Houston, as Anderson bit loose off of turn 4, his caution flies, and that's exactly what Alex Anderson needed right there. As perfect strategy call for that 67 machine. As it looks like Nate Bogus around, I believe I'll see into turn 3 right there. Not sure what happened to that 11 machine. But him and Jared Skinner making contact. Jared's gonna come off a pit lane. And Nate Bogus getting loose is, oh no, Jared Skinner. No, nothing he could do there. Nate Bogus just losing it on his own off of turn 2. And that shakes up everything here with around a little under 40 laps to go. As Jared Skinner's exiting his, oh man, just nowhere for that 7 machine to go. And that has to be so frustrating for that Jared Skinner right there. As down pit lane, most of the field comes as Alex Anderson. Perfect strategy call there. And wow, just you couldn't not time it any better for that 67 machine. It's like you almost knew there was going to be a caution right there. Just could not be any better there. As there he goes off of pit lane, him off. Will cycle out to the race lead. He did get his lap back at the last moment. He's going to stay out here as well, so. With 37 laps to go, Anderson just paying for new tires. Craig Martin as well. Let's see how this shakes up the championship standings right now. Unofficially, Hunter Sr. 78 points back. That puts Craig Martin still in 3rd. Team off 4th, Isaiah Walters 5th, Donnie Kite 6th, Skylar Jones 7th. We'll show the rest of the grid as well. It's 12. Right there is the 12th place car is Kyle Herlinski, not here tonight. For Ryan Houston and Connor Zavosian, black flags for those drivers coming down pit lane. Pit lane was closed, so I'm not sure if that might be a holding penalty for those 2 drivers. It's Connor Zavosian also black flag, not sure what he got, maybe speedy for him. These drivers double following up, and we're about to go back green here with 35 to go here at New Hampshire. As they delay the green, looks like here, maybe not actually. As yeah, they will delay it. The pace truck did pull off. So it could be one more time around. As we will be coming green this time by obviously delaying the green that time, but here we go. Race car pulls off in the pit lane. And green flag is out. We were back underway here at New Hampshire. 34 to go here at the Magic Mile. As Alex Anderson will clear for second easily on Isaiah Walters, but out in front is Samuel Hoff. As Connors goes in a black flag right now. We'll see if that gets cleared. Ryan Hodgson also a black flag as well, so it's going to be a holding penalty for those drivers or a drive-through. As we'll see when they come down pit lane, but in the meantime, Samuel Hoff still out in front here. On the 3 laps to go. 7th caution of the night there from Nate Bogus and Jared Skinner making contact. Skinner come off of pit lane, nowhere to go for that driver. We did see green flag pit stops here, but there shouldn't be any more pit stops for fuel. At least it should be all good on fuel. But here comes the road off pit lane about the service penalty most likely. And here it comes into the pit stop. Got slowed down, same with Ryan Hodgson there. Drive-through penalty most likely for those drivers. Not sure exactly what for. I believe it would be for probably entering a closed pit. Or passing in pit lane possibly as well. As Alex Anderson all over the back bumper of Samuel Hoff off of turn number 2. Anderson a bit loose off of turn 2. Peeks the inside, but he's a little too far back right there. As now to the inside he goes on Samuel Hoff. Side by side for the race lead. No contact there. He moves up off of the racetrack. Rears him right there. Using up that right rear. And Hoff way off the racetrack, off of turn 2. He gathers it back up though. And he still stays in second there for Anderson. Back to the point here. Coming to 29 laps to go. He has fresh tires as well compared to Hoff. And Isaiah Walters also get by Samuel out there here. They're fighting for the top 3 spot in the championship. As a single file back out here, 28 to go. As the outside goes, Isaiah Waltrus trying to get that clean air from Samuel Hoff. 26 laps to go. Alex Anderson just trying to pretty much hoping not for a caution, because if there's no caution out, he's right now has the best tires of the whole field pretty much. And side by side, Donnie Kite and Nathan Johnson for that 6th place spot. Greg Martin and Dustin Coggan as well. A little bit of contact there off of turn 2 for those two drivers. It's a dead heat down into turn number 3. These drivers know it's pretty much crunch time here and try to get as many points as they can at the end of this race, because we only have one race left after this one. It's going to be at Texas. So we ended the season off at Texas last season, but with Legacy Texas, this one will be New Texas. But out in front, Samuel Hoff still leads over Isaiah Waltrus in third. Leads Isaiah Waltrus in second, but out in front right now is Alex Anderson. From the 22 laps to go, we're at 67 machine. So we're going to go back to back this season on the wins. Only one other driver has done that. That was Connors Rhodes, and he actually did that twice. He won back-to-back at Darlington and Bristol, and he won back-to-back at Indianapolis and Suzuka. He's the only driver to run back-to-back. Those are the Bosnians' only 4 wins on the season. Anderson is looking for 3 wins in the chase. His 5th win overall as well. Unfortunate for Connors Rhodes, he missed a few races in the chase as well. That put his championship hopes pretty much over before they even began. He's now side by side here for 4th. Dustin Coggan and Craig Martin still duking out here, coming to 20 laps to go here at New Hampshire. So what a season so far for Dustin Coggan. 10th place in the points right now. Won at Iowa 2 weeks ago. He's looking to cap off with a good finish this season. Most likely his best finish would be 7th place in the standings unless something crazy happens. It's a little bit too far back probably from Donnie Kite to maybe jump in, but you never know what could happen. Kite currently running 6th place on the racetrack, 2 positions back from Dustin Coggan. But back out in 2nd as Isaiah Waltrus trying to chase down Samuel Hoff. Like I said, these two fighting for 4th place right now in the championship, also for 3rd as well as Craig Martin. Having a great season so far, currently 3rd in the points right now. He's trying to cap off a top 3 spot in the championship. Is off of turn number 4. Anderson, 17 laps to go, has a 1.2-second gap over Samuel Hoff. In the meantime, we do a little run and crank it up here with 17 to go here at New Hampshire. I was back live here at New Hampshire. Coming to 10 laps to go this time by 10 miles to get the job done. Can Isaiah Walters get around Samuel Hoff here in these next 10 miles to that second place spot? It'll also be important for him next week at Texas. Sets himself up well. They have a good point to stay here tonight at New Hampshire. As side by side for first place, Donnie Kite and Craig Martin. It's also important for the championship battles. There's about 4 drivers fighting for that third place spot currently. Craig Martin, Samuel Hoff, Isaiah Walters, and Donnie Kite all within 50 points of each other pretty much. For a third place spot and they kind of have a long shot, some of those drivers, for a second place spot as well. But not so much. As Donnie Kite and Craig Martin still side by side off of turn 2. None of them willing to budge quite yet. Off of turn 2, down into turn 3. Kite might have the momentum. I think he has. He will be clear on the entry. Will Craig Martin do a crossover move? No, he's going to stay behind Donnie Kite. But here comes Nathan Johnson. If Nathan Johnson gets around Craig Martin, Samuel Hoff will move up in that third place spot in his points right now. And there goes Nathan Johnson to the inside. As side by side for 6th. Still side by side for that 6th place spot. Coming to 7 laps to go this time by. Craig Martin, can he hang on and stay in 3rd in the points? Yes, he will for now. As now side by side once more here, Nathan Johnson to the inside. As Christopher Busch and Dylan Lamp side by side as well for 11th place. The back out up the 6 is almost 3 abreast down to turn 3. Way up the racetrack they go. Here comes Zero Looks. 3 wide off of turn 4. Has a little bit more contact here. Comes to 5 laps to go. Don't want to caution yet, especially for Alex Harrison. They slot back in line. Now single file for now. Nathan Johnson's trying to figure out a way past Craig Martin for his 6th place spot. He may have to use the chrome horn and get around this 44 machine. A little big wiggle there for Nathan Johnson. He's going to block big time to the inside. And here comes Daniel Mullins as well. It's a 3-horse race for a 6th place spot. And Hunter Sr. not too far behind. He needs these spots as well for the championship battle. Has more contact there. Molnix, a 2-for-1 special through turn 3 and 4. He'll clear for 6. As there's still door banging through turn 1. Craig Martin and Nathan Johnson duking out here for a 7th place spot now. With 4 laps to go. I think it's for the race win as Nathan Johnson finally clears. Will Craig Martin repay the favor possibly as here comes Hunter Sr. Here's an important spot for Hunter Sr. as well for the championship position. As 3 laps to go, Alex Anderson still out in front. And Hunter Sr. get another spot here and get in a better points situation going into next week at Texas. He needs as many points as he can right now. They have a shot for the championship next week. A little big send, Craig Martin to the inside, Nathan Johnson. Nathan Johnson way up the racetrack. And Craig Martin will clear. 2 laps to go this time by. And we're having a battle of a lifetime here for 7th. As now still side by side with Craig Martin and Nathan Johnson. Johnson to the bottom. Craig Martin up top. It's deja vu all over again. Martin has the momentum, but Johnson has a good exit off of turn 2. As they're still side by side as Alex Anderson off of turn 4. Will take the white flag this time by. And it's 1 lap to go here at New Hampshire. Nathan Johnson does clear Craig Martin, but they continue to duke it out here for 7th. Martin gets sent him on the racetrack. Maybe it's a bit loose. It's got a lot of Nathan Hunter Sr. maybe get an extra position. But through 3 and 4, Anderson started in third, had to work his way through those top two. With a lucky caution and around 39 to go, he'll win here tonight in Hampshire and go back to back. And he sets himself up great for the chase, but this is an important position for Hunter Sr. It's going to be a side-by-side battle, but it's going to be Craig Martin gets the spot over Sr. And that's an extra 5 points goes to Alex Anderson, as Sr. was unable to capitalize on the last lap, but Anderson picks up the win here. And picks up his 5th win of the season as well, as he will get the most wins this season over Connor Zabosian, as Alex Anderson wins the Firecracker 150 here at Loudon. As Anderson blowing up his engine there, so take a quick break and we'll be right back with our top 3 interviews here from the Firecracker 151 at New Hampshire.
Is going to take the victory 128 laps without a pit stop.
Donnie Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win. Saturday Night Racing League and throwback at Charlotte goes to Josh Adams.
At NJBDesigns.com, we specialize in transforming your vehicle into a work of art by revolutionizing the way you see your car with the hottest trends in sim racing. Choose from a wide range of colors, textures, finishes to promote your business and sponsors in style. Whether you're looking to add a sleek matte finish, a flashy chrome accent, or a custom design that turns heads, our designers have you covered. If you want to stand out in the crowd, visit njbdesigns.com today and let our team of professionals transform your vision into reality.
We are live here at New Hampshire as we're back here for the Firecracker 151. Take a quick look at your final race results here, as Alex Anderson ended up going back to back here. Last week at Homestead won, and this week at New Hampshire wins. Tim Hoffman second, Isaiah Walters third, Dustin Coggin fourth, Donnie Kite fifth, Daniel Molex sixth, Nathan Johnson 7th, Craig Martin 8th, Hunter Senior 9th, and Jared Skinner round out the top 10. Christopher Bush 11th, Dylan Lamp 12th, Michael Wallen 13th, Skylar Jones 14th, Connors Bozian 15th, Tim Basketball 16th, Ryan Houston 17th, Michael James 18th, Brian Marshall 19th, Nate Bogus rounding our top 20. Albert Lopez 21st, Zachary Tyler 22nd, Taylor Brett 23rd, Christian Schweiger 24th, Ruben Rose 25th, and Tim Lee Presley rounding our 26th car field here tonight. We're going to speak to our race winner of Alex Anderson here. Great performance for that 67 machine. Kind of got a lucky break for that caution, but sometimes you need a little luck here as he led for a lot of these races, the majority of this race, but still, great strategy call from him, staying out and getting that caution. Hello, Alex, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good. I mean, you're doing a little bit better in victory lane right now when the Firecracker 151. Talk us through those last pretty much 34 or 35 laps or so. Got that caution kind of at the lucky time. Laps pretty much got everyone else a lap down other than a Hoff there. And caution came out. Perfect time for you.
Well, so the plan for me there was, I mean, like I wanted a short run to the end on tires. And I figured if everybody else was pitting like 20 laps before me, tire fall off wasn't too bad. So if that went green, I was going to pit and take right sides only. But that obviously did not go green. I got caution like the perfect time. Had to race Sam a little bit there. I know we touched. I'm not going to say anything before I look at it myself. But I thought I got squeezed a little and like ever so slightly came up on him. I'm going to see if I can find it right now, actually, so I can give you my live thoughts. Yeah, so I mean, like, he was holding his line there in the middle, and I tapped the bottom and definitely came up into him a little bit, and it just got him out of the groove. And then I don't know what the second bit of contact was about. But, yeah, so I definitely didn't make a lot of friends that race. But from there, it was just smooth sailing to the end for 30 or so laps, just praying for no yellows.
Yeah, and going into next week at Texas, currently you're the championship leader, and it's going to be by 68 points over Hunter Sr. Pretty good margin, but that's around, I believe, 13 positions that he'll have to finish ahead of you, give or take, obviously, the bonus points here and there. But what are your thoughts going to next week at Texas?
Man, I just like after how I lost the championship last season, where I just wrecked myself at Dover, and that pretty much got my shot. I don't want to say anything prematurely. I'm hoping that this momentum of 5 or so races with no major incidents keeps coming, but I'm not. I'm gonna say no comment because I don't want to say anything and jinx myself and get wrecked. But if I can, Texas is one of my better tracks, so I'm just hoping I can muss together a decent result and come home with the championship. But I'm nervous about it for sure.
Yeah, well, you've had a great chase so far, obviously, picking up 3 wins in the chase so far, and picking up a win here tonight. And you want to thank for tonight's win here at New Hampshire?
Yeah, definitely got to thank my parents every time. You're probably used to it by now. Mom and dad, biggest sponsors. Can't do none of us without them. Everybody up there, Revved Up Shop, for giving me this car, giving me the chance to go out here for a cup. Thanks to all the admins and Zach putting on the show for us. Thanks to you guys up in the broadcast booth. And I think that's all I got for you.
Well, congrats on your win here tonight in New Hampshire. We'll see you for the championship race next week at Texas.
Thank you, sir. Looking forward to it.
So that was Alex Anderson at 67 Machine picking up the win here tonight out of New Hampshire. We'll speak to the second place finisher of Samuel Hoff. Have an unlucky caution coming out for him there, but luckily enough, he did get his lap back just in time. He ends up in second, and currently he sits third in the points as well, going to next week at Texas. Oh, Sam, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing, Talon?
Pretty good as you round yourself off in the second there, trying to battle Alex Anderson there off that restart, but kind of wasn't really able to and stayed in second. Not a bad result, but what are your thoughts here on tonight's race overall?
A lot of fun, a lot of battling, had 41 total passes, so was making a lot of moves on guys. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, I wish I had a little bit better tires at that end. I had to stay out, inherit the lead, and try my best to hold off Anderson, but he was too fast. I kind of started to reel him down in those last about 15 laps, but it was just too little too late at that point.
Yeah, still in second right now. For the points overall, looks like the best you can get is probably around second, maybe, but third probably more realistic is kind of your goal for next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hold third in the points. It's just a little too far for second and first, but if we come home with a second season of P3 in the standings, I'll feel good going into season 3 about a real shot at the championship.
Yeah, definitely. And great result here tonight in New Hampshire. You want to thank for tonight's good run?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Juicy Spider Network for putting in the fast Ford Mustang, Patty Engineering, Fanic Robotics, Legends Racing Network, of course, the guy on the box, Donald Trump, and I'm just glad to finally be back in this interview.
Yeah, congrats on your second here tonight at New Hampshire. We'll see you next week for the finale at Texas.
See you at Texas.
That was Sam Hoff there rounding out in second place, as we'll bring in our third place finisher of Isaiah Walters. Picking up that third place Fit 60 machine. Just could not get around Sam Hoff, even though Walters did have those fresher tires. Try going there, get around that 00 machine. We'll bring in that 60 machine. Hello, Isaiah. You got a copy?
Hello.
So you round yourself off in the third there at the end. What, you weren't able to really get around Sam there at the end? Anything you could have done differently to maybe move yourself up in the second?
I could have drove through him. I could have bumped him, moved him up, whatever you call it. But that's not how I try the race. Try to put in what I want back. You know, it's just good hard racing between the two of us. It was clean and some nice press of Fisher.
Yeah, some really good racing between you guys overall. And going to next week at Texas, you're fighting probably for a third place here in the championship between 4 of you guys. What's kind of your mindset going to next week at this 1.5 mile track?
Just treat it like any other race. I came in third seed. If I can leave third seed, that'd be very content with that. So just hope to get what I can out of that and get momentum for season 3.
Well, congrats on your third here tonight at New Hampshire. And you want to thank for tonight's good run?
I'd like to thank JV Designs for a good-looking car and my team at Real Talk Racing.
Well, congrats on your third here tonight at New Hampshire. We'll see you at the finale at Texas next week.
Thank you.
So that was Isaiah Walters in that third place spot. It is third place, or third top 3 of the season. As overall, a fun race to commentate there. I mean, a lot of battling, kind of hard to pass, but it was also kind of a good type of hard to pass. You know, some tracks you just can't pass, but it's very tough to pass. Track position, very important, but overall, just a fun race. But Texas next week, another one's kind of an iffy, you know, it's kind of hard to pass in real life as well. But we'll see what happens next week. We'll take a quick look at our race was our championship standings. Very unofficial, but obviously kind of a rough estimate, kind of where we're at. But looks like it's a little off there actually, but actually no, it's not. Yeah, looks about right. Alex Anderson officially has a 6,008 points instead of 6,005, so you'll have a 65 point lead or 68 point lead going to Texas next week. This is roughly what your results look like, plus or minus 1, 2, 3 points or so for the top 10 spots. And like I mentioned, Sam Hoff there in third, highlighting him. It's a very close battle for third place there. You got Hoff, Martin, Walters, and Pite there, all separated within 40 points, which is pretty much 8 positions. Then you got Dustin Coggin a little further back, probably just fighting for that 7th place spot with Skylar Jones and Daniel Molnix as well. Connors Rosen kind of stuck there in 10th place, missing a few races in the chase, but relative between Alex Anderson and Hunter Sr. Sr. could fall back to 3rd, 4th if he wrecks. And Anderson, obviously, if he wrecks, he might fall down to 2nd. I don't think he'll fall down to 3rd, but it just depends on how big the field we have for next week at Texas. But it's kind of just a rough estimate here. We'll also have the live points next week for Texas as well. And we can maybe get those bonus points there so we can make it a little bit more official and up to date as well. So we'll see what we can do there for next week at Texas. But going on to the next broadcast tomorrow night with the Undisputed Cup Series, and they go to Bristol at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time for their playoff race number 1 there. So playoffs ramping up for these guys and also for the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series as well. And Sunday morning, the Bonfire Racing League goes to Iowa at 9:50 a.m. Eastern Time. And then it is the Tuesday night for the Legends Racing League Gen 4 Series of their finale at Legacy Atlanta Engine 4 Series. Their championship is closing up as well, and then next week we go to Texas, New Texas, for the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series for the finale. So back-to-back finales, Tuesday night and Wednesday night next week, and also next Friday, on August 8th, in ARCA Cup Series goes to Kansas. So I'm an off week this week, so no NAR Friday night for the next gen series there. But overall, fun race here tonight, and we'll see you next time on the Legends Racing Network. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.